Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubbies look to match the longest winning streak in baseball history. Coming up next. Michael Davis is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Boy, was he super good in his last one, a complete game shutout, a true gem. He certainly would like to repeat that performance here.
Victor Caratini has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Third base, number 7.
Stepping into the box, Barry Larkin, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off tonight for Cincinnati, shortstop.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a called strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
And it'll be important to stay warm tonight. A chilly 44 degrees here at first pitch. Here's the 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Grounder down the line at third. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Gerard Dyson is on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Again, he sends it out of play. A payoff pitch one more time. Fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. Is a whiff and a miss. He struck him out. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
You always have to look out for a guy like Joey Votto. He had over 90 RBIs last year. What a great season, but I think he could do even better. His goal this year, I think it's got to be 100 runs batted in. He's that kind of a hitter.
Stepping in, Gerard Dyson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Not very aggressive there as that's down the middle for strike 1.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
Fouled off. Just getting things underway here at Wrigley. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. There's Joey Votto as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
In is Joey Votto now. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. First offering on its way. Hot shot down the line, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, D-Row. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
Standing in now, Eugenio Suarez, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-0 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Now the 2-0 home. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after that hit right there, D-Row, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Into the box now, Adam Duvall, looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. From the stretch, and a fastball just a bit high. Duvall, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was selected in the 11th round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And a changeup right down the middle.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
He really needs to find a pitch to put this guy away with right here, right now. He can't allow this inning to get any worse than it's already become.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Lemieux is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Reds strand a couple. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Luis Castillo, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do If he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
First delivery to him on the way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
So 1-1. Drilled right back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
The next Cub up, Victor Caratini. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. He's set and the pitch. And that one right down Main Street. Mets aboard here at first with nobody out. Smoked on the ground left side. That'll be a base hit as well as it's through into left, and they've got something cooking here in the bottom of the first.
First 2 batters find a sweet spot, barrel up perfectly. These fans have to be excited. Middle of the order coming to the plate now. After those first 2 ABs, this could be a laser show.
Into the box now. Junior Moore lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. His average sits at 296 entering play. 10 home runs and 33 driven in.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I think they really need their number 7 hitter to turn it around. He went 0 for 4 last game, and I just didn't like the way he went about it. It looked like they completely overpowered him, and that's not something we're used to seeing out of this guy. Hopefully, he'll be able to put that behind him.
Coming to the plate now, Will Negri, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. A bouncer up the middle. There's one. On to Votto, a double play, and that ends the inning. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley with no Settling in now, Tucker Barnhart. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball. The windup and the 0-1. A high fastball is in there.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first two pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
And he fouls this one off. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Hit to short. Varner is up with it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Popped him up. And this is taken in for the second out.
Batting 8, second baseman, number 2.
Now at the plate, Alex Blandino, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in now, Fernando Alvarado. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Now to the plate, Ford Lemieux, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. First delivery to him on the way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And, hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike one, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
The 0-1 on its way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. And that one just missed outside.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Alvarado on at first, nobody out. Two balls and two strikes now. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Hamilton going back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And let's take a look at third baseman Eugenio Suarez, one of the more underrated players in our sport. Big time power from the right side, ability to crush a hanging breaking ball. Also soft hands at the hot corner. Very reactionary down there, and a strong arm.
Digging in, Eric Fernandez comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First things first, here's a throw over. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. First pitch coming, here it is. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Runners on the move for second. Pitch inside, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. So he's in safely following the stolen base, and running has been made a priority on this team here in the early going as we view the league leaderboard for team stolen bases. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category and, in fact, lead all of baseball as well. Three and 0 now. And that's in there, 3-1.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
The 3-1. Right over the middle, knee high.
Okay.
Working for the punch out and the offering. He loses him on ball 4.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
The pitcher, Michael Davis, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
it's fouled away. Now the 0-2 pitch. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And the changeup is way low that time.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Coming in is Hamilton, and this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get one, if not both of them home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Into the box, Johnny Varner. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Into the bleachers, and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 9 on the year. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
In now, Justin Metz. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
This is a situation where you almost have to play mind tricks on yourself if you're out there on the mound. 4 runs have come across already this inning, but now the bases are empty. He's not in danger anymore, so he's just got to tell himself he's doing fine, and he just needs to get this inning over with.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. 4 runs here in this half inning. Count is 1-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night, as this one finds its way into center. And as we take a look at the Cubs leaders in that department, you can see he's right at the top leading this Chicago roster. Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Mets, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Now a move over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Now the 1-0, and they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
I tip my hat to the batter right there for taking that pitch. Most guys would have definitely been swinging in that situation. 2-0 fastball, but that was not in the zone he was looking for. Move on to the next pitch.
The 2-1. Ground ball to second. This could be two. Blandino's got it. One there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Now batting, Luis Castillo. 9-1-2 due up.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball two.
It's great to be able to face a pitcher to lead off the inning and get yourself a quick out. But now you find yourself down 2-0, and he's licking his chops for a fastball.
Two and one to count. The 2-1 home. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. Now at the plate, Barry Larkin looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Metz fields it cleanly, and there's out number two.
Now batting, right fielder,
Here's Gerard Dyson, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Fernandez has it in his tracks. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Digging in the switch hitter, Junior Moore. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Hamilton is there, and he has it for the first out.
now batting, first baseman.
Digging in, Will Negri. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one.
Nope.
And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
And that's over. 2-1. Bases are empty. One man out. Hit hard down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Now the payoff pitch home. And he looks at ball four now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of a steal when he's on base.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
He's set. Here it comes. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Negri leads off first with one away. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Let's pick your poison in this situation right here. I know that runner on first is certainly affecting his mechanics, but now you're down 2-0, and you got to find a way to get back in this strike zone.
The 2-0 on the way. Fouled off. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Now a throw over and the runner back safely. Throw over to first. Runner back safely. Runners on first with one down. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Now the payoff pitch home is blasted out to left center. This one's deep and not coming back. Gone! So a two-run shot to left center. Number 11 for him on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Ford Lemieux.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Lays off 2 and 2 now.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3 and 2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he fouls this one off. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. Back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
The batter, right fielder, Eric Fernandez.
Digging in to try it again, Eric Fernandez. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Now the 2-0. Taken on the inside corner for strike 1. Takes this the other way to right. Dyson is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. In is Joey Votto now. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, man, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Line drive to center field. And Votto reaches. He's got a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit, and it makes for a good start to the inning for Cincinnati. So he continues to hit the ball well. His second hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Ready now for Cincinnati, Eugenio Suarez, a base hit in his first trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike two.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last two pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Standing in now, Adam Duvall. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The 1-1 home. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. So gets him. So they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher. And that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. Stepping in, Tucker Barnhart, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Here's the pitch. And that one stayed up a little high.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
The 1-1 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. The 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. The 2-2 doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 left for Cincinnati. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. So stepping in, Michael Davis. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First offering on its way. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Into the box now, Johnny Varner.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. 6 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Outside in a full count, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Digging in, Justin Metz. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 1-0. And a neck-high fastball that time.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
The 1-0. And the good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Varner, base runner at first with 1 out. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Another 1-2 delivery. Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And look out, as that one ran in and got him.
Well, as a pitcher, you never want to hit a guy, but he's been struggling early, and the hitters have owned the inside part of the plate, so Maybe this will help him reclaim the inner half and start to become more effective. Has to command it in there, though.
Amir Garrett answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Victor Caratini will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Garrett is a fairly prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a lot of strikeouts, and that clearly helps him through the tough spots like the one he finds himself in here.
Matty V, let me tell you something. What makes this guy so special? He's like his own relief pitcher for a relief pitcher. He gets into trouble. What does he do? He kind of puts it in fifth gear, and he just takes it up another notch. Not a lot of guys can do what this guy does. He can pitch a couple of different gears, and when he puts that thing in full drive, he's nearly impossible to make contact off of.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Duvall is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now. Coming to the plate now, Junior Moore. Two men on, two away here in the fourth. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Swinging a soft liner down the line in right. Foul. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball two.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
The 2-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Two down, runners at first and second. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Now the payoff pitch home. Takes this the other way to right, and the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Striding into the box, Billy Hamilton. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. Another payoff pitch. Popped up. Mets over to his left. 1 down. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. And now is the Stanford product, Alex Blandino. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
1 out, nobody on. Fastball called strike. 1-2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Jose Peraza will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. 258 the average to begin play. No home runs yet in this first month, and 11 RBIs. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
2 out, nobody on. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Not a real good pitch there. 0-2. Probably not what he was trying to do with that fastball. He was trying to miss probably up and away, and he threw that one down into the dirt on an 0-2 pitch. Very rarely are you going to get hitters to chase an 0-2 fastball that's down in the dirt.
Fouled away. Now another 2-2. Popped him up. Varner is there, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They still find themselves down 6-0. Enrique Fernandez gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Striding in, Will Negri. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far.
Will Negri.
Now here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
The count's 1-1.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. There's the look at the final line for the Reds starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Fernando Alvarado.
Ready to take his hacks again, Fernando Alvarado, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, in his last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder, Ford Lemieux.
Stepping up to the plate, Ford Lemieux. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Lifted the other way to left center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Into the box, Eric Fernandez, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back easily. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Duvall racing back into the bleachers and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, number 14 on the season, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Yeah, I love a team that keeps fighting with 2 outs like they did here. The previous batter gets on board with a single, and his teammate does even better with an absolute bomb. That's good baseball.
In now, Michael Davis, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Barry Larkin. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
First offering on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Here's Gerard Dyson. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. There's a knuckleball giggling at him over the inside corner. Larkin gets his lead at first, nobody out. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Standing in now, Joey Votto, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Way in front of that fastball.
Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his fastball. These guys got to stay on the attack if they're going to have a chance.
Short, hit hard. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. None left for Cincinnati. Still 8-0. At the plate, Johnny Varner.
Leading off for the Cubs, the shortstop, Johnny Varner.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a strike. And that one just missed outside. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. Dyson is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out. Into the box, Justin Metz. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting clunked in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. And that one stayed up a little high. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Suarez is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
So digging in now, Victor Caratini. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a waste pitch there, 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Cubs are down in order as the lead holds at 8-0. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
He's starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses for ball 1.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Ready once again, Adam Duvall. He was a ground out victim last time up. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Hit hard up the middle. Varner ranges to his left. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. Ready now, Tucker Barnhart. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Now the 2-0. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it more. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Reds are down and ordered. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Standing in, Junior Moore.
Leading off for the Cubs, center fielder, Junior Moore.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he lays off there, 1-0. Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as a lefty's begun to heat up down there. The 1-0. Misses off the plate.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
Now the 2-0. Nope. 3-0.
3 balls, no strike.
The 3-0. Squared that one up just a little late. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Hit down the line at first, taken in by Votto, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Up next for the Cubs, first baseman, Will Negri.
Digging in once again, Will Negri. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. One out, nobody on. Up top, it's 2-0. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. The 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The catcher, number 2, Fernando.
In now, Fernando Alvarado comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball one. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
3-0 pitch. Sliced hard on the ground. Blandino's got it. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just a bit high. And a knuckleball and a tough take. It just missed inside. Now the 2-0. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats, foul. Now the 2-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Metz onto the grass, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
And now is the Stanford product, Alex Blandino. Popped him up. Negri in foul ground, and no one will get this one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded to short. Played on the backhand. And safe at first as the first baseman couldn't get the foot back in time, and we'll see how they want to score that. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Blandino stands at first with 1 out. And he misses there. 1-2. Robinson has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. A runner on first with 2 away. Oh, and 2 to Larkin.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Oh, and 2. Here it comes. Up around the face. Base hit, line drive into the corner. Blandino rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they inch back here, but there's still a ways to go.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
Here's Gerard Dyson as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Trying to strike him out for the third time. Still no balls and 2 strikes. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Reds get a run in the inning on this RBI double. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 8 and the Reds 1. Michael Lorenzen enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. At the plate, Ford Lemieux. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. First pitch on its way. Tough slider down low for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Stepping in now, Eric Fernandez.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Yeah, that last at bat, Matty, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One and 2 now.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Arthur Haynes will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Curveball looked at here for strike one. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Hits this one hard the other way. Fielded by Votto, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show. Great to have you with us from Chicago as the ninth is set to get underway. Lee Smith comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. In is Joey Votto now, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here comes the first pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Smith has racked up over 1,300 innings on the major league mound, and over that time he's got a whip under 0.5. To translate, he's allowed less than half a runner per inning. The 1-1 takes that one for strike 2 on the inside corner. The 1-2 grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here's the 1-2. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the ninth. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening. In now for the Reds, Eugenio Suarez has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2. And 2, here it comes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Into the box now, Adam Duvall. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first will be in time to get him. And the Cubs will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
8-1 is the final tonight. Chicago took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Michael Davis earns win number 7 on the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Luis Castillo struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 8 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 5 innings. For the Reds, 1 run, 5 hits. No errors. They left 5 innings. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Tonight's state attendance at Wrigley Field, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Looking first at the NL Central, Michael Davis got the win, throwing 8 innings, allowing 1 earned run as the Cubs got past the Reds 8-1. The victory extended their incredible run of consecutive games with a win. The Miami Marlins racked up 11 hits as a team as they got the best of the Brewers at home 6-5. The Pirates picked up 14 hits in total as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 7-6. The St. Louis Cardinals pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 2-1. The Braves put together 10 total hits as they got the best of the visiting Mets 7-5. The Washington Nationals amassed 14 hits in the game as they knocked out the Fightin' Phils 8-2. Jim Holder got his first career win as San Diego beat the Dodgers 3-2. The Colorado Rockies put up 16 hits on the day as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 12-4. The Orioles swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 11-1. The Mariners hit 3 long balls as they beat the White Sox on the south side 6-4. The Indians left fielder, number 8, sent 2 into the seats while driving in 6 as Cleveland took care of the Yankees 6-2. The Rays combined to give up just 5 hits as they dethroned the Royals 7-1. Tim Windsor was a clutch performer at the dish with 4 RBIs, helping lead the Angels to the victory over Oakland 5-4. The Red Sox got 11 hits overall as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 8-6. The Toronto Blue Jays swatted 4 home runs in this one as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 11-0. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.